Good morning, everybody, and welcome to today's spelling lesson. Now, I need you to do a couple of things. Before I go and explain the learning objective today, I need you to get yourself a hat, a thinking hat or thinking cap. For example, this is my one, okay? Now, this is going to help you with lots of thinking in a minute. And also, before I tell you the objective, I'm also going to do some shout outs to some people who have been working really, really hard at their spellings. Let's go and have a look. Right, so I had a look on Spelling Shed and I found the top 3 pupils in each class. And these scores are correct as of 9 a.m. on the 29th of January, which is Friday. In 6G, our top 3 are Lexi M, Jessica B, and Blossom M. And you can see your scores there. Lexi out in front with 1,737,708. Well done. In 6M, we have Harvey E, Amelia C, and Kyra B. Now, Harvey is miles off in front with 8,051,064. Well done to you. All of you guys will be getting some dojo points. Absolutely awesome. Move on to 6P. Now, 6P are in the tens of millions. Well done, guys. We have Frankie W, Charlie L, and Lewis. Now, Frankie has got 19,416,961. Wow, Frankie, I wonder if you can get into the 20 millions. And in 6R, we have Holly W, Joshua W, and Esther G. And Holly has got herself into the tens of millions as well. She's up with the 12 million. So, amazing, guys, as well. You will all be getting some dojo points. Keep it up. That is absolutely awesome. Right, make sure you practice spellings this week, as I'll be giving updated class and whole year group leaderboards very soon. So get on Spelling Shed, go and practice them, go and earn some points after you finished our spellings as well. And there will be heaps and heaps of dojo points. They'll be everywhere. Woo. Okay, now I need you all to go and get your thinking hats. So remember, I've got mine. Here he is. How many words can you think of that end in r, or? 3 suffixes. Now, go and see how many you can do. Pause the video. Make sure you've got a thinking cap on or some sort of hat on so that you can think really, really carefully about as many words as you can. All right? Off you go. Brilliant. Let's have a little look. Now, there were thousands, okay? Now, however many you got will be useful, but let's have a little look. So you could have had the all words. There were 4,044 of these. Educator is an example. A teacher is an educator. For the AR, for R, you could have burglar. There were over 5,000 words that end in that. And for the ER, you could have had imposter. Ooh, an imposter. Bit sus. Now, there's 17,299 words that end in ER, in That is a lot. So just by looking at those numbers, which one do you think is going to be the most common ending? So, this is our objective for today. We're going to be spelling words ending in R, and O. This is all week. Going to mix in some handwriting as well. But why are we learning spellings? Why do we even bother doing spellings? Well, it's quite important. All right. Now, I just found this and it made me laugh. It says, do not touch bread with hands. Please use tongue. That spelling is tongue. It should be tong or tongs. Yeah, spelling is very, very important. Right, these are your spellings for the week from Spelling Shed. Now, before I split them up into our 5, 7, 9, I'd like you to have a little think. How do you know which suffix should go on which word? So you've got R, and or, our 3 endings. How do you know they go on the end of each word? Could you work it out? Can you find a pattern, maybe? Or is there a rule of thumb that can help you? So you can pause the video, have a little play around with the words, see if you can work out why they have that ending. All right, great. Now, actually there is no strict rule for these. Okay, now I didn't put them in order of ers, ors and ars. They're kind of mixed up. But there's no rule for it. I'm going to show you a couple of rules of thumb. But again, these don't even apply to some of our spellings. So some of them you just need to learn. So number one, or often follows CT at the end of a word, IT, here they are, 8, ATE, or S. Okay, now it doesn't quite work from these, but you could have radiate, so that would have an E there, the E is dropped, and it turns to an or. Superior doesn't quite work. Okay, so you could have superiority, so that would have the it and the Y. So again, it's really tricky to find these rules. Number two, R often follows the letter L. Now, you've got popular there, you've got family, sort of an L there. Okay, so again, the rule of thumb, calendar doesn't have an L. You just got to learn that one. And comparative adjectives, so adjectives you compare things with, often end in like bigger, smaller, but haven't got any of those. We've actually got quite a few nouns in here. So again, you've got to be careful. Rules of thumb don't work for everything, but they also help you with using that ending in other words, okay? Generally though, a helpful tip for all of these, as you may have realised when we did our starter with our thinking caps, there's one of them that's really, really common. Okay, so ER is the most common ending. If you're in doubt, think about the laws of averages, go for ER if you're really not sure. Okay, because it's the most common one. In our spellings, there are 4 of those. There are 3 R ones and 2 OR ones. So again, use a bit of common sense. I'm not sure. And then R is the least common. I've actually got more in our spellings just to throw you off a little bit, but it's the least common overall. Okay, so if you remember back to our rules of thumb and our helpful tips, I'd like you to have a go at these words. They're not our spelling words, so you need to try and apply the rules that I've shown you. You could go back if you need to, and see if you can work out what suffix would go on the end of which word. So pause the video, have a little think. Great, so for success, it had the ESS, so it would have been or. Okay, for build, well, we talked about ER, it's the most common one, and it kind of has an L, but it's a tricky one, all right, but you could have tried, you could have build or, build R, build sounds better, doesn't it? Sounds correct, so builder. Now, remember with the 8 ending, ATE, that had a certain suffix that went with it, if you can remember it was or, well done, but you had to drop the E from here. So aviator, aviator. The problem is with our way we speak, a lot of time we turn these or, R into the same sound. So say successor, builder, aviator. It's just us being a bit lazy. It should be aviator, successor in a way, to kind of help you remember the spelling. And our last one, anyone get it? Singular. Okay, so we've got that, the singular. That was the one with the L rule, sorry, that was my mistake up here. So yeah, these are ones that are not on your spelling list, but it's just a really quick way for you to have a practice trying to put the correct ending onto the word. So well done. Right, now these are your spelling words for the week beginning the 1st of February, today. The spelling test will be on Friday, so have a practice. There's lots of ways we're going to practice throughout the week. So here we go. So we got our red spellings, our 5, green spellings, which are 7, and our blue spellings, which are 9. If you want to pause the video, write them down, copy them down, go for it. So your chilies today are as shown on the screen. I would like you to, for chili 1, draw a picture to show the meaning of your words. So I've got a little fella here with his cup, and he's obviously superior because he's won something. Chili 2, look up the meaning of your words in a dictionary or on Google and write a glossary, and I'll show you a glossary in a second. And then chili 3 is to do chili 2, so writing a glossary, but see if you can include the word class. So is it a verb, a noun, an adjective? And also, can you put them into a sentence, an example sentence? So like I said, I'm going to show you how you do that now. Right, so this could be a glossary. I've done an example for computer. So I've written the word computer, said it's word class, it's a noun. I've got my definition here, so I know what it means. And then I've written an example sentence. Callum sat down at his computer and began to work on his report for class. Done. And then I've started the next one ready for you so you could carry on. All right, so I think most people covered Got Chewy 2 today, actually. It's fairly easy. A bit of fun to go and find out what these words mean. Once you know what a word means, it's sometimes easier to remember it and to spell it. All right. So well done. It's been really fun teaching you spellings. I can't wait to play a few games with you this week and a few fun little activities. Please send in any of your work to the Year 6 email address. So if you want to write out your sentences or your glossary, send it in, or any pictures of what you've done. If you want to send in the picture of your thinking hat on, go for it, that's fine. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye guys.